Today we have the freedom to become who we want, depending on the culture we're born in. Fortitude, financial situation, dedication and ambition. Most of you watching this video aren't forced to be working towards advancement of our entire species, like manufacturing, engineering, military, physics and so on. We can start families, live normal lives, party, travel, enjoy art, great foods, culture and much more. However, in the world of Half-Life 2, Earth is no longer even owned by us, by humanity. No freedom is possible for anyone. The rules and the political state of the world, the ideas which the Combine uses against us are imperialism, censorship,
We can't be seen talking to each other.
and even fascism. Half-Life 2 is a dark game and everyone who played it should know it. After the events of the first entry, the massive disturbance in the dimensional wormhole has brought the attention of something humanity had no preparation for. There are forces of aliens, machines, we don't even really know, have won against humanity in 7 hours. Fortunately, Dr. Breen, the former Black Mesa administrator, negotiates with the alien species, leaving humanity alive but under full control of the Combine. The player becomes part of the story 20 years after the 7-hour war. In the intro, the dystopian future of humanity is shown immediately upon entering the streets of City 17. Civilians dressed in prison-like uniforms, the civil protection, which serves as rather the opposite of that, dressed in a way that makes them look alien, even though they are fully human under the suit. The creepy mask and filtered voice could be mistaken for an android for a first-time player. Transports, relocations.
No matter how many times I've been relocated, I never get used to it.
Their personal belongings are taken.
I see they took your suitcase too. They can't get away with this much longer.
It is often mentioned during the game that the Combine made the decision to
suppress our reproductive cycle.
People playing the game are often kinda oblivious, for understandable reasons, of course. It's a linear game about being the hero, being cool and having cool guns, explosions, funny characters, aliens. You get the point. People don't usually listen to what Dr. Breen has to say, but what he says is extremely dark. It's the dark side of Half-Life 2.
Instinct tells us that the unknown is a threat rather than an opportunity. Instinct slyly and covertly compels us away from change and progress. Instinct, therefore, must be expunged. In order to be true to our nature and our destiny, we must aspire to greater things. We have outgrown our cradle. It is futile to cry for mother's milk when our true sustenance awaits us among the stars. And only the universal union that small minds call the Combine can carry us there.
So what Dr. Breen, aka the embodiment of propaganda, implies is that
Our true enemy is instinct.
which is unhinged and cold, inhumane even, I would say. But then he also says,
They have turned our eyes toward the stars.
as well as,
Let us consider the fact that for the first time ever, as a species, immortality is in our reach.
Dr. Breen is telling humanity that the Combine, the aliens that have imprisoned us on our own planet, have motivated humanity.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
To continue development towards exploration of the universe, going beyond our planets as immortal beings, and to forget about reproduction as a species, because we can be immortal. And if we don't, what Dr. Breen meant by immortality earlier is becoming a servant to the advisors in the means of progress. They disguise themselves as Breens so they can manipulate humans and hold authority in ways that are believable and just more friendly to us as a fellow human. That is why Breen says, after the destruction of Citadel, Dr. Breen knew that the Combine needed a puppet that will grant humanity a chance at life, instead of complete extinction and resource theft from our planet. The result of colonization that the Combine has been doing all this time is demonstrated by the synths. The synths are enemy creatures to humanity that the Combine uses to fight us. The Striders, gunships, dropships, and hunters have all been aliens from a different dimension that have been militarized or used for labor. Zen aliens have also been through that. Headcrabs have been captured and sent through headcrab shells, creating a biological weapon. Headcrabs attacking and latching on anyone and using them as their host. And of course, throughout the 20 years, humans unfortunately have also been through that. Stalkers. If you are ever caught resisting the Combine,
or if you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time,
you are mutated into a stalker.
God, I hope you don't remember who you are.
Morbid and horrifying fate, existing just to work, and the dour and ugly appearance dismembered, and we have seen it in the game how terrifying it truly is.
Help me win back their trust, Dr. Freeman. Surrender while you still can. Help ensure that humanity's trust in you is not misguided. Do what is right, Dr. Freeman. Serve mankind.
I think Dr. Breen himself believes the lies the Combine has and their twisted reasoning and manipulation just because of how long he has been this puppet. It's just too comfortable for him to understand the lie he's believing. Throughout 20 years, at some point, he must have believed that this is the right way for humanity, indirectly becoming a villain. The worst part is that there already are people who submitted to the Combine, as the Combine soldiers and elites are just civil protection units after ranking up the military ladder by paying with their own lives. Yes, lives. They are still alive, but Combine soldiers are not really aware anymore, as a matter of fact. Their brains have been cleared and only accept commands from the Overwatch
All units deliver terminal verdict immediately.
and leaders. I'm sure that they haven't even been told that they will lose awareness.
Reminder, memory replacement is the first step towards rank privileges.
Humanity and intelligence, but in theory it was their choice to climb the ladder. Of course, civil protection units have also betrayed their own species by becoming an enemy to humanity just for a better living.
Reward notice. Protection team member. Your family cohesion is preserved.
Civil protection forces get better food,
I don't know about you, but I'm ready to join civil protection just to get a decent meal.
maybe even fun at work if you consider power to be fun, and also
Reminder, 100 sterilized credits qualifies non-mechanical reproduction simulation.
which is a simulation of sexual satisfaction that has been suppressed to regular citizens. Speaking of regular citizens, what do you think they do? Well, my guess is that they work in labor that doesn't involve any way of expression at all. Something like combined mines, factories, industrial facilities, power plants, farms, even offices. Anything that brings resources, usable energy, or propaganda. Valve wanted to expand on this even more. In Half-Life 2 beta, children were used in factories for free labor, but of course that's not the game we got, so it doesn't really count. This kinda proves the point that people were used for labor.
Welcome. Welcome to City 17. You have chosen or been chosen to relocate to one of our finest remaining urban centers. I thought so much of City 17 that I elected to establish my administration here in the citadel so thoughtfully provided by our benefactors. I've been proud to call City 17 my home. And so, whether you are here to stay or passing through on your way to parts unknown, welcome to City 17. It's safer here.
It's safer because anywhere else where the Combine isn't stationed is death. As an example, Ravenholm was a rebel town. It was directly connected to the rebel outpost Black Mesa East, but has been repeatedly attacked with headcrab shells, which resulted in the whole town becoming a zombie ghost town with only one inhabitant. Another place that we go through is Highway 17. Firstly, we go through antlion infested beaches, then an eerie and lonely journey through the deserted remnants of rebel outposts, abandoned and boarded up houses whose denizens have been eliminated by Combine forces or met the fate of a headcrab host. The rural areas close to City 17 have been partially retaken by people and also Zen aliens, but what about the rest of the world? Not mentioning the cities, the fate of the rest of the world is unknown, presumably dead, retaken by Zen fauna and lands, drain of resources and infested. However, we do get a glimpse of life in Upper Michigan, or the location of Aperture Science in Portal, which probably takes place after the 7-Hour War. Then again, at the end of Portal 2, we do see a serene and golden wheat field. But that might take place 50,000 years after Half-Life 2. Or during Half-Life 2, or sometime else. We don't really know. It was never truly confirmed when it happened, but I think it's safe to say that living outside of cities is not a good choice. In conclusion, the Combine really sucks, and the story is built on that. I think the dystopia presented in Half-Life 2 is very dark and terrifying, not to mention depressing. I think it creates a very fascinating take on alien invasion, thankfully not going for boring alien war that we have seen so many times in movies. The creators of Half-Life 2 did it right, the mysterious force that is barely shown, working in manipulative and political ways. That is what I call good writing.
Good luck out there, buddy. You're gonna need it.
So thanks for watching, everyone, you viewer specifically. If you liked the video, make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more or just want to, support me. But also I have one more thing to mention that I haven't really mentioned in any other video of mine. So I have these thousands of views from different people because topics of videos change a little bit from one game to another, or maybe even something else completely. But I never really interacted with like anyone on my videos other than like comments that are about the video itself. I'm guessing you're a new viewer if you're somehow a viewer that's coming back to my channel after these 2 months, maybe even more. If you have something to ask or suggest a video, maybe you can go ahead and comment. I don't mind, because I feel like having some kind of community is so important. I haven't been really personal in my videos, just really essays and stuff, maybe some gaming earlier, but I'm not sure when that's coming back. Maybe if you wanted, you should comment. I've been thinking about like making longer videos, like playing something or blind playthrough, because I haven't really played many games. If you have a video suggestion, maybe a question, maybe something to say, go ahead. Feedback is appreciated from me. So stay tuned and yeah, see ya.